Cypher buffs finally came last week. Today we'll take a close look at the very best setups you should use to dominate on Haven. We'll go through defensive setups you've never seen before and that can actually work in game. We'll even cover how to lurk on attack too. Let's dive straight into it. When defending A as Cypher, there are many different cameras you can use. This one down long will give you very early information at the start of the round, but it will get destroyed quickly. That's why you should also use different camera placement. This one on the right corner of long works especially well. Enemies usually don't notice it. Use the info you get to swing or spray into a smoke. It works really well, you'll be surprised. The third camera we will show you on the A site is this one. Jump on the default box from window and place it on the corner just like I do. This insane camera will see everything you need to defend and retake the site. Plus, it barely gets destroyed thanks to its position. Remember to not use your tag dart, it'll reveal its position. For the first A setup, you want to put a wire crossing from the default box to main. No one will expect it. For the second one, you'll use this one covering the short walkout. We strongly recommend you to play in heaven as you'll avoid most attackers' abilities and still have line of sight on the traps. Easy kills guaranteed. When using this setup, you need to be careful of prowlers or Raze's boombot, as they will trigger your traps. That's why you can also use high traps like these ones, which will reveal enemies instead of abilities. The second A setup is for thrifty rounds. A Spectre, Frenzy, or Stinger will work perfectly as you'll be playing around short. Place your trap around the default plant spot and throw your cages on this spot on the ground. It will cover short and the site. You'll be able to hide inside and behind it perfectly. For your second trap, throw it down short as the round starts. The goal is to hide in short and wait for enemies to push long. When your default trap gets triggered, pop your cage and kill him. Your short trap will protect you from anyone down there. This setup works very well and people don't expect it. You can also experiment the corner cages popularized by the YouTuber Acre. To make it work, throw a cage in this corner of long and place your camera on top of short. As soon as you see attackers coming close, pop your cage and don't move. You'll need to crouch to be completely hidden in the cage. No one will expect you to be there. Enjoy your cheesy kills. When you need to retake the site, use this camera. Jump on this box and place it as high as you can on this wall. You'll be able to spot anyone around the default box. Very good information. On B, we'll show you some default traps you should use to take info or to get some kills. If your enemies keep on pushing the B site, make sure to set up some cheeky traps to destroy them. You can use this one stretching from the right wall to the default plant spot, or those catching anyone trying to push the A or C link. You should pair these traps with cages just like so, allowing you to spray your cages and get kills off your setup. This is always super effective. But if you rather play B for information, simply use this trap. It prevents anyone from getting onto site without breaking or teleporting behind it. Very good if you prefer playing B for retake with your team. When you play B for info, we recommend you to also leave a trap wire in garage. It'll warn you when enemies push inside. You can play in window here and you'll be able to get easy trap kills. Plus remember that you can wallbang this wall. The C site is the best site to play as Cypher. You have many different setups here. We strongly recommend you to use your camera on this wall as it'll see deep into garage, allowing you to use both of your traps on the site. Our next cam placement in this corner of the building will allow you to see both the entire site and very deep into C long. You'll spot anyone peeking or jiggling the position. Don't use it too much as the attackers may expect it. You can use this one too, spotting anyone in C lobby at the very start of the round. It'll give you very good information on how many attackers are posted there. When it comes to trap setups, we usually don't recommend you use traps on the main choke point as it gets destroyed very often. Trap wires on site will help you catch people off guard. Thanks to the new Cypher buffs, you can stretch your wires from this wall to this green box, and from that green box to the default boxes there. But you can also use the different shapes of this box to find nerdy tripwires. These ones work especially well. The backside platform can help finding nice trap setups too. These two work very nicely in game as people don't expect it. You got the point. There are many different variations you can do to find value in your C defense rounds. On the C site, we strongly recommend you to either dispose your cages in the middle of your tripwires to hide the edges and make it extra difficult for your attackers to spot and destroy them, giving you enough time to kill them, or to place your cages on the default box like this and on the edge of the platform like that. It'll give you room to hide inside and behind them. Use a phantom in this case. Thanks to the silencer, the enemies won't know where you're shooting from. Very easy kills for you. When attacking as Cypher, you should always place your traps on the flank, depending where you plan to execute. For an A execute, place one trap around C lobby here and the second one right here, and you'll be safe on mid and on A, allowing you to lurk mid freely and still guard the flank for your allies. We recommend using your cam mid to see what the defenders are up to. When attacking the C site, place your first trap on C like this, preventing any defender to flank you. Don't place it towards the left side as they could jump over it like so. Your second trap will go on A lobby against this wall. Defenders won't be able to cross it without you noticing. Very effective. Again, feel free to use your camera on mid for easy and safe info. Cypher has always been the best agent at lurking, and Haven is a very good example. Put pressure on the A defenders by throwing a cage in A lobby at the start of every round. They won't know if you're pushing or not and will need to keep on watching it. You can walk down short using your camera to clear close corners. You'll be able to get away with key information or some kills every time, but you can also swing your cage and fight long, it works too. If you hear defenders rotating, push further onto site and call your team to rotate on A. This has huge impact on ranked and pro games. Lurking mid is also very powerful thanks to Cypher's kit. Your camera will help you to hold the garage and any defender aggression down mid. While your team is executing on A or C, you can slowly walk up garage and take picks there. Getting in window can be huge too. If you prefer catching rotations through B, walk up to this corner and stay there. Enemies won't expect you and will often run with their knife out. Super easy kills for you. Cypher has a ton of underrated potential on every single map. That's why we've made this playlist that you can click on to master the Moroccan agent to destroy any team.